Find the equation of the tangent line for g of x equals sine 4x cosine 4x minus 2x at the point 0, 0. To find the equation of the tangent line, we need the x and y coordinates of the point, and those were both given right here, as well as the slope of the tangent line, which is the derivative. So we are going to need to take the derivative of g of x, which is sine 4x times cosine 4x minus 2x. That first term is a product of two functions. We'll make use of the product rule for it. The second term is a constant times x. The derivative will be just the constant. So g prime of x will be, for the first term, product rule, derivative of the first. The first is a sine. The derivative will be cosine of 4x, then multiplied by the derivative inside to complete the chain rule, times the second left alone, plus the first left alone, sine of 4x, times the derivative of the second, derivative of cosine, negative sine of 4x, leave its inside alone, then multiply by the derivative of its inside to complete the chain rule. And then we have the minus 2x, and the derivative of that is minus 2. Let's simplify the look of this a little bit. We need to simplify it as much as needed till we can plug in the x-coordinate to this. This first term, I'll put the 4 out front, and then we have a cosine times a cosine, so I'll write that as cosine squared of 4x. This next term, I have a negative and a 4, so I'll put the negative 4 in the front. And we have a sine times a sine, so I'll write that as sine squared of 4x. And then we have the minus 2. The next thing to do is evaluate this at the x-coordinate of the point. So the slope will be, once you evaluate it, g prime of x-coordinate of 0. And we have 4 cos squared of 4 times 0 minus 4 sine squared of 4 times 0, and then minus 2. So we have 4 cos squared of 0 minus 4 sine squared of 0 minus 2. Our slope will then be, so cos squared of 0 means to evaluate the cosine of 0 first and then square the result, and sine squared of 0 means to evaluate the sine of 0 first and square that result. The cosine of 0 is a 1, so 4 times 1 squared, minus the sine of 0 is a 0, so 4 times 0 squared minus 2. 1 squared is a 1, 0 squared is a 0. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 0 is a 0, and then that minus 2, so 4 minus 2 gives us a 2. There's our slope of our tangent line. We can now set up the point slope formula to find the equation of the tangent line. It's going to be y minus the y coordinate of the point, that's up here, that's a 0, equals the slope 2 times x minus the x coordinate, which is also a 0. We can ignore the minus 0 on each of these. So we have y equals 2 times x, or y equals 2x to be the equation of the tangent line for that function at that point.